Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MDG Media's coverage of the 2025 Turku Open. We got final round front nine FPO lead card coverage from the final Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series event of the European season. I'm Andrew Gum, and with me, Maxime Tange. How you doing?
Hello, Andrew. Hello, everyone. Happy to be back in the booth. Connor had to go back to Switzerland earlier, so I'm here with you. I'm pretty happy about it. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm really excited to share with you this incredible moment, this final round. We got a really nice lead card. They played super well yesterday. They all earned their spot back today for the final round. At the top of it is Silva Saarinen, 983 rated player representing MVP discs from here in Finland. She's a two-time champion of this event and the reigning champion. We also have...
Yes, sir. And we have Kaidi Allsalu second on the card. It was a pretty tight battle yesterday. It's still on, but Silva made it really clean yesterday, so it's gonna be hard to get back at her.
Yeah, we also have Anneli Tõugjas-Manniste from Estonia as well, representing Innova Disc this season, an incredibly talented player.
And I'm so happy to announce that Iida Lehtomäki is again on MDG. Very happy. We had her last year and then Worlds last week. Everything is going exactly the way we want for her. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, bona fide superstar now. Biggest draw in the sport, potentially, after what she did last week at the World Championships. Just 15 years old. Absolute phenom.
Exactly. Yeah. And we start on hole 1, par 4, 191 meters. What do you think about this opener?
Well, this has been playing really tough. It's by far the hardest hole on the course for the FPO field. There's a lot of OB, averaging, almost like a par 5 up there, 4.9 odd. I guess it's, quite typically windy here at this spot of the course, so that might be contributing to some of the tight scores, or the tough scores, and the tight OB lines are definitely contributing to that.
2025 DGPT Turku Open, sponsored by Prodigy Discs. This is your 11 a.m. tee time and also the lead card. First, on the tee, with a score of 18 under par, representing MVP Disc Sports from Finland, Silva Saarinen.
Yeah, Silva just destroyed the course yesterday. Total Terminator mode, 12 down. Came in at 1035 rated, but it felt like something even more special than that, although it was, I believe, the highest rated round of her career. Seemed like a 1050 odd to me, the way she just destroyed it in the wind like that.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised also. 1035 is still very nice for the FPO field, but I was expecting something more than, maybe 1040 plus.
Yeah.
Very good drive.
13 under par, representing Prodigy Discs from Estonia, Kaidi Allsalu.
Kaidi's been playing so well this whole weekend. She won't let Silva get totally away, despite the, incredible high-level play. She's trying her best to keep with her, just 5 strokes back, averaging 990 plus for the event. So playing some of the best disc golf of her career as well, right here.
Super clean.
Yeah, and it's great for her because she represents Prodigy Disc. This is the home of the Prodigy Disc Europe.
With a score of 9 under par, representing Innova from Estonia, Anneli Tõugjas-Manniste.
And she's got another Estonian on the card, so she'll find some comfort in that. Anneli's played really well here in the past as well.
And Anneli is around for a long time now. I was thinking about it during the round, but she made some lead cards. She's playing in Europe since we are, doing MDG and everything, and she's there for quite a while now.
Representing Innova from Finland, Iida Lehtomäki.
Yeah, she's definitely a veteran of the game. And Iida, she's been around for a while as well, even though she's only 15 years old. We had her back at the European Junior Championships in 2023, blowing away the field. You can check that on MDG Media. She was competing against 17, plus year, everyone up to 17 or even 18, I think, if they had turned that year. So she blew them away. And then we got her getting her first Disc Golf Pro Tour win on the Baltic Disc Golf Championships last season. So that was pretty fun. We got to follow along as she's progressed. And she throws a great tee shot there.
not expecting her to almost win the Worlds.
That was a surprise
Last
for everybody.
This is a big jump. No Elite Series win, just going for the major instantly.
Yeah, that was out of this world.
And this is a good approach, good second shot from Anneli. She's going to be putting inside C1. This is low. This is low in OB, unfortunately, for Silva. So we have 5 strokes between her and Kaidi. She's going to have a first opportunity to gain some strokes back. This looks good.
Oh, yeah, right over the top. Checks up, circles edge. Could be a nervy putt, though.
Exactly what she needs. It's at least a stroke. If she makes it, it could be 2. Also, depending on what Silva is going to do.
Iida almost threw this in yesterday, and she has it online again, just a little strong, a little high. But that's a mistake to make. You can't leave it short on this one. It's way better to blow it long than to leave it short. Like Silva now, she has to cross it again. The OB, oh, and she almost rings it up to save the par.
Hunting the chains. Yeah. Cool from Silva. So she's going to put for bogey.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, 4.96, hardest hole on the course. We did have a few birdies before this. So, Kaidi can't quite get it. But Katie Tata, Chandler Ray, and Amanda Lennartson have birdied it today. So, congrats to them. Can Iida join it? No.
Shy attempt from Iida, low, catching the cage, unfortunately.
That seems to be her miss this week. Just a little low. She's had some banger putts. Anneli off the top. Silva automatic.
She was on fire yesterday on the green.
Oh.
It was impressive.
Yeah. Every single putt was right in the heart. So many highlights. The only 2 she missed was on 8. It was just a little high on the band from just inside the circle, and then she had a really difficult stance on 12, as we see Kaidi saving the par, where she wasn't able to give it enough pop on a really steep hillside there with a tough footing and a branch in her way. Anneli makes good. Iida taps in her par. So bogey for Silva and pars for the rest. That's going to make it a little more interesting. Just 4 strokes now between the top 2 players. And we move on to hole 2. It's par 4, 156 meters. Uphill, gently all the way. Turning tightly right to left. OB tight on the left. And long as well. If you push too straight on the tee shot, you might be able to find that. More often you'll kind of like saw it off a little bit and hyzer out and end up OB left, which is not what you're looking for. You just want to try to put this one out in play. It doesn't have to turn the corner, especially for the FPO layout. You just need to get it out in play and have it lined up with the gap so you can attack the basket on your second if you're looking for the birdie. There you see it. OB kind of creeps in pretty quick on the backside of it, so careful with the approach.
And Kaidi on the tee.
It's looking really good. Yeah. She'll have an inside line there. There is a gap. You'd ideally like to have it a little bit longer and wider to get the main gap, but there is a way to sneak inside for sure. Deep breaths from Anneli. She missed this one yesterday, and now she makes the correction. I like that. It gets the turn, and that's perfectly fine. That's all you need here. It's not a crazy long par 4, so you just have to make sure you're, in the landing zone that opens up the second shot. Iida skips.
This is exactly what you're looking for.
That's so good. Her backhand form is just so smooth and so powerful.
The thing I'm impressed about is the slow run-up. Yeah. She will never slip on any tee pad, any ground surface. There is no risk of any problem on that side.
The timing is so good.
And the timing is very, very good.
Kaidi's got her mother here on the bag, Evie.
Oh, This looked good. Unfortunately, catching one of the last trees on the fairway. It could have been a C2 putt. Oh.
Oh, a little wide there on the second for Anneli.
Good roll, though.
Yeah. Stay safe. And not even that far from the basket. Kaidi's got a bit of a tricky second shot. Does pretty well, but it's a little short. Iida in prime position. Oh, no. Early release. Kicks hard right. Into the rough. Pretty big mistake there. And there you see her mother. Very bright-eyed. Nice smile. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Good upshot for me, that. Good scramble.
Here's Kaidi giving it a bid. Okay. Safe one. Easy par. Nice par save there after the errant second shot. Left her in the rough. Good up and down. Silva with the par. Kind of a slow start. She went par yesterday and still torched the course, though, so still plenty of time to get going, get that birdie train rolling. Par frame here on 2.
Not the best start for our lead card. Yesterday they were all on fire in the end. Silva really ripped the course, but everybody was playing super good.
It's true.
Now it's a bit more slow. It's only 2 holes in, but it's not as good as yesterday, let's say. Hole 3 is an 82 meters par 3. Surrounded by OB all around, so yeah, it's a straight shot. You need to go low with the low seating at the end. So a couple branches and garden trees. So yeah, keep it straight. You can go with a backhand straight line. Also a forehand. Careful with the skip and the fade. And
Yeah.
this is the usual mistake. Too low, but
Good skip,
whoa.
though. Wow. Brilliant skip. Yeah, you got that Mando on the right you need to move left of. Forces you down the tunnel with the low ceiling. This is great if you got it. Forehand, both past the pin. You don't see that too much. Nearly went OB, but safe by a couple meters. She'll have a birdie look from about 7.
Very good drive from Anneli.
And we're going to see that footwork you're talking about. So methodical, nice and slow.
Mm-mm.
Comes out early again, though. Gets a decent kick back to the fairway, but out of birdie range most likely with that ceiling. Pretty hard to give it a run.
It looked early out of the hand for Iida.
Silva turns her back on it. She hates it. It's too low. It actually got some unfortunate ground play. Yeah, there you see Kaidi and her mother. Really in the groove. So nice to have a loved one on the bag to share the experience and keep the nerves in check.
Definitely.
She was saying that, yeah, she's really happy to be here in Finland. She really enjoys it. And she's been on the bag for Kaidi before. One time in Finland last year and at the Estonian European Festival. Also got to hang out there.
Always different when you have a friend or family on the bag.
Just
You can just enjoy a round differently.
It's good for the mood, right? Just keep the spirits up.
Definitely. As Silva is probably going to lose another stroke.
Yeah, it's going to be a bogey. She was in a pretty tough spot to get up and down. She did. Yeah, that could have been a chance for a 2-stroke swing right there for Kaidi, but high off the band.
2 opportunities in 3 holes. She's not going to have a lot during the round. I don't see Silva.
Yeah, Silva's not the kind of player that just,
Exactly. She needs to warm up, let's say. Let's wait for a couple of holes. She's going to be there, but 2 bogeys on the last 3 holes.
Surprisingly slow start for Silva, though. I did not expect this. Coming in with that 5-stroke lead, I thought she'd kind of just get
But
off.
she never seems stressed
Yeah,
and under pressure. That's quite impressive with Silva, but she's just hanging out on her phone, checking whatever she's checking, and yeah, she never seems to be too impacted by what's happening in the round.
yeah, very cool-headed. That's one of her main strengths. She never gets too overwhelmed by the moment. She just kind of does her thing out there, plays disc golf at the highest level.
DGPT, baby.
Yeah, come watch disc golf in person. That's one of the coolest things that you can do. I mean, it can change your life. I remember the first time I saw disc golf live, I was so inspired. And it can do the same for you. Get your tickets online there. Moving on to hole 4. It's a par 5 for the FPO, 211 meters, way uphill all the way. What do you think about this one?
First shot is the most important to me. You need to get out of that tunnel. It's going uphill, very uphill on the first shot, I'd say. And then it's kind of a plateau, like slightly uphill all the way to the basket, surrounded by OB, left, right. So for the FPO, it's a placement shot, another one. I think 3 placement shots and then a birdie opportunity if you are able to avoid the OB. They don't have to go too far for crazy distance.
Yeah, there's just that kind of like sloping hillside from right to left. So
Also, you need to be careful on the last approach probably.
Yeah, particularly.
If you go for backhand for the righties.
Yeah, it's a 5.07 average, so tied for 6th most difficult today.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Very well balanced with the statistics. We have 33% birdies, 33% bogeys, 30% pars, and 3% double. So kind of a mix of everything there, and nice score separator.
This is very good. The right side on the first shot is probably better if you don't want too much of a slope on your run-up. The more left, the more impact you will have with that right to left slope. This is perfect from Silva also, as the players are going onto their second shot.
Yeah, it's all you need. Just get yourself in the fairway. Anneli out of position. Ooh.
Okay.
I was worried about that. Came out with the nose up, but it was a very understable disc, so it moved right, did what she was hoping it would. Silva from a standstill, going right side with a little touch hyzer.
That's exactly what you need, and she's so comfortable with those standstill shots. So right side of that bush in the middle, and as you can see, she's going to be left with what, 60, 70 meters approach?
Yep.
So where the MPO field needs to push that second shot, the FPO can just lay up kind of in the middle and then attack the basket on the third shot, which is pretty comfortable, let's say.
Yep.
It's a gentle par 5.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the layout this year. They've tweaked it a little. Shout out to Seppo for doing a great job of making the adjustments to make it very exciting for both divisions.
Come on. So Iida pushed it a bit more. She's going to be the closest to the pin.
What do you think about that father-daughter duo? Is that
I love it.
Cutest thing you've seen in disc? One of them.
We've discussed it in the past. Like seeing her with her dad reminds me with mine, and it's pretty. I love it. Same with Kaidi and her mom. It's just like family is different. Having a friend is super cool, but having family, it's your own blood.
Yeah,
it's cool.
And getting to share the sport with the ones you love the most.
Exactly.
I can only imagine that must be a wonderful feeling.
You're not just playing for yourself.
Yeah. Solid approach there.
Yes.
About 6-7 meters left.
And the other thing super cool about this event is the crowd. I was not expecting as many people as we had throughout the entire weekend also on Friday.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people for weekday, so yeah, very cool. And shout out to all the people that moved and came there to watch it live.
Yeah,
especially after Worlds where there was so many people.
Well, I think that's part of it. That really inspired this nation. They got to see on live national TV, 600,000 of them tuned in to watch that. And they got to see this young phenom right here doing unbelievable things, and they got to understand what the sport's about. Of course, a lot of people already know about disc golf in Finland, but I think even more were curious and intrigued, and they're coming out to see it for themselves. So, yeah, that's the effect of having a big, the biggest event
They are
in
the
the
model.
world. Yeah.
Finland is the model. If you want to grow the sport, you just check how they do.
Yep, they introduce it young. Wow, brilliant putt there.
Yes, this
Huge
is important.
moment. That's big.
So
First birdie of the whole card. It's a slow start for the whole card. There's no doubt about it. I mean, yesterday by this point we saw a sea of green, and today it's maybe these final day nerves. The conditions are brilliant. It's not even that windy. It was more windy yesterday. Sun's shining. The humidity's low. Silva gets in for the first birdie of her round. Keeping Kaidi at bay still with a 3-stroke lead. But we got a game here. It's not what we were expecting to see, That just stuck in her hand for a moment. Maybe lost the concentration. Might be feeling some fatigue after these long weeks on the road and that incredible high of the World Championships.
But she's still so chill.
Yeah.
That's what impresses me with such a young lady, is how composed she is.
Yeah, great role model. So professional.
She's smiling all the time. Kind of. I can't say all the time. She's also disappointed when she's not throwing the way she wants, obviously. But she's a future model for a lot of people. I'm sure about it.
Yeah, so mature for the age, being able to compete at this highest level and deal with those emotions and those, ups and downs, and just still keep an even keel and stay.
We need smiles.
Yeah.
We need more smile in disc golf. Like, you can be focused, but also enjoy the game. Never forget about that. Hole 5, 90 meters. What do you think about this one? Is the first dangerous hole, let's say?
This is a tight one. This is super tight. It's a really tricky line. It's uphill all the way. There's a ton of willow trees, and you have to really just navigate through them. I think the main line is on the right side with the hyzer, but it's still tight, And Kaidi tries to go up the middle here. It hasn't been working, and again, she kind of leaves it too far left and gets chopped down. That's when it becomes kind of difficult to get up and down. There's so many trees up in there, the low ceiling. This is a very tough birdie to get.
Right side is the line to me.
Silva's been going that way all weekend, and
Iida the same, and they were all the time putting for birdie, at least from C2. Kaidi, at least yesterday and for this round, as we just saw, it didn't work with the flex shot straight. This is the line to me.
I think that's the safest play and the most high percentage to get yourself a birdie look. Yeah, sure, you might be able to put it closer up the middle, but that's so technical with the low ceiling, and getting it to flip up just right and go straight like that. One of the harder shots.
And even closer, I can't agree, because we've seen so many park jobs with the right side line.
True. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that is the line, but Iida just lets that go, and it's way too high with the nose up.
A bit weird with the throwing on the first few holes. Not as comfortable as yesterday.
Yeah, might be feeling some fatigue, not sure, but something's just a little bit off with her game at the moment. There's still time to find her groove.
It's important to notify that we are just ending the European stretch right now, like the main part.
It's been intense.
And it's been super intense. Since European Championship back in June, it's been like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, even for us as a media, but for the players, it's exactly the same.
Non-stop.
We were completely out of any work for the week, the past week. And I think it's the same for everybody. And there we are.
Putt for Silva. That's a big statement right there. Circle 2 connection.
So that's going to be a stroke.
That's the Finnish sniper, White Death.
Oh, yeah, machine mode.
Terminator.
Yes, good catch, left side, but in the basket.
That's a huge one there, though, because you don't want to lose 2. You've worked hard to get them back, So she still gained 1 overall on the round. So you got to keep those strokes, and you got to keep pushing, you got to keep pressing, keep the pressure on.
Yeah, we start to see some green.
That's great.
Happy about it. -1 for both our Estonians on the card. And that's going to be a fifth par. for Iida.
So yeah, this one averaging over par, 3.15, fifth hardest. Just 2 birdies today, Anneli and Silva. The only birdies coming on this lead card. Good job.
Good job. And hole 6, one of the most scenic, beautiful hole on the course.
Yeah, for sure. The high point of the property. You can see around the whole city of Turku from here. We are, right in this urban area. And you just fire it downhill to this island. It's a pretty generous island, especially for the FPO where the basket's in the middle. So there's a lot of space to work with. You just want to make sure you get it in bounds because the drop zone is pretty punishing. I think it's not so easy.
But again, it's a gentle island, let's say, so try not to miss it, as always, you will say.
And it's great if you can put it close, but it's not as easy as it looks with the wind. It's very windy up here.
And the wind was pushing to the left, if I remember well, so they could just like open it to the right and let the fade do the rest. And this is where Silva loves to go straight at things, straight at the basket. And this is where I'm not like completely... I don't agree with the tactic, let's say, on this one, because let's see what Anneli does here.
She's a straight shooter. Kaidi. Keeping it clean so far. 1 down.
Same line for Kaidi.
Yep, smooth stroke.
And
wow.
If you want a better proof to what I'm saying is this shot.
That's huge. Bullseye hit there.
So Silva is maybe C2 in the bush. So it could probably and potentially be another stroke back for Kaidi after losing one on the previous hole.
I love it. Keeping the pressure on. Iida.
She makes me lie. So now she went straight at the basket and it works. Super nice. She's just outside of the circle.
But it faded a little bit, and left her left side. Like, if she would have been a little bit wider right, it might be on point. Okay, here's Silva. A little bit out of position. She's going to give it a run, though. But
almost. Like on the koozie.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be most likely a stroke back in Kaidi's direction.
Yeah.
Regaining it. So far, so par for Iida. Looking for her first birdie. Can she get it done here with a highlight putt? Little crosswind left to right. So good.
Yes, madam.
Yes. What a nice putt there.
First birdie of the round.
Let's hope that jump starts things. And
good putt. 12 meters, 13 meters.
Well earned slow-mo. Look at that. Focus and commitment.
Dead
right
center. Even if she misses the chains, she can't go too far behind. Super good base, good control. Iida. Very nice.
I love that funky track on the slow-mo too. That's so groovy. Really puts you in the mood for more and more highlights. And there's a good one too, just inside the circle. For Anneli.
Second of the round, second in a row. 2 down through 6.
She's cruising now. 2 rounds, great.
Everybody is now double digits down the par, under par.
There you see it. Nice, yeah. There we are, back to just a 3-stroke lead.
I don't know what to think about those new Prodigy ads. I didn't like them at the start, but now I see them. It's there is a mood. It's super chill, and then there is something about it. Like when I saw it in the screen, like during the live on the ground on the course, I was like, nah. And then now it's pretty cool. I like it.
Speaking to you.
So let's buy some Prodigy discs, guys.
Yeah, I mean the Prodigy is a great bunch of people, and they sure know how to put on an event at the elite level.
No, they do a great job this weekend. I love it. Zeppo and all the team.
Yeah.
Shoot out to them, really. It's serious. And shoot out to Hugo also, trying to show you guys how to putt on hole 7. We didn't really describe the hole.
It's downhill. It's a tight turning left to right, late gap. There's OB all on the left that comes into play quite a lot. OB on the right as well, but you don't see it too much. The trees will usually knock you down before if you end up over there, but they're thick, so you don't want to be over there either. You just keep it in the fairway. If you can line yourself up with the gap or even get through it off the tee, then you're laughing.
I love this.
That's great. That's exactly what you want.
So good.
Yep.
The MPO tried to push it further with the forehand typically, and I would play that because I'm the worst forehand player, but this is perfect.
I think your forehand's better than you think. You just need to learn to trust it. This is good, though. This is good.
Yes.
This is, if you can get it to fade a little bit over towards that left side OB without being in danger, then you open up the gap on your second.
Exactly.
And there's not much distance. 178 downhill. It's a placement shot, and those are two perfect places to be, really.
Yeah, and if you are to be too much right, even if you have enough distance, this is in danger.
That's gone. Watch out. Yeah.
Push it back to the fairway. Imagine a spectator like,
no, please don't do that, people. Stay out of the way of the disc if you can. And yeah, like those first two shots, because those Estonians have brilliant forehands, they're gonna have most likely a pretty easy time with that. You can just
This is what I was about to explain. But if you push it too right, even if you have a lot of distance, there is a wall of trees in between you and the basket, and you're kind of I won't use the word I was going to use, but you're in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to have to rely on some pinpoint accuracy and sometimes a little bit of luck. Oh, Iida, after OB, also kind of makes another mistake, leaving herself up in the tree there. Or not leaving up there, but hitting the tree. She's going to be out of position again. So this is what I'm talking about. The forehand shapes up super nice if you got it.
Get down.
Oh
my God.
Cracking the basket and staying put 5 meters.
It could be 3 downs through 7 if she's able to make this one. She's not too far, 5-6 meters.
Yeah, Anneli, if she can get a great approach, she'll have a turkey.
And same for Anneli. Both of the Estonians are starting the cruising.
So smooth. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Dead on point. 1 meter from the basket. Tapping in for 3 consecutive birdies. And she's getting fired up. Better late than never. Making moves here. Gaining traction. I mean, she was pretty far back from the lead to start. But...
oh, she goes through.
Wow. From a knee, hitting that gap. That's incredible stuff right there. That's not something most players can do.
Very nice body balance.
That's one of her strengths as well, just having full control. And solid approach there. It's going to be a bogey, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
With the OB and the errant second shot, but it was a good approach. Nonetheless, every stroke counts.
We don't see Iida using the forehand a lot.
But it was
now
good.
I see it, but this one was super clean.
Looked good, for sure.
Oh,
you don't see that very often either. Airball putt from Silva. Just outside the circle, or right, maybe just in circle's edge anyway, but I wonder what that was about.
What's that about? Okay, 16 down now for Kaidi, and Silva is going to stick to 18, so it's 2 strokes.
That's crazy. Just 2 between them at this point. We got a ball game, folks.
We had 5 strokes beginning and starting the round, so it's pretty exciting right now.
Yeah, if you tuned in expecting a blowout the way Silva played yesterday, think again. Kaidi's on fire too.
But again, Silva never seems stressed by anything.
Nah.
So she
ain't sweating.
It's the difference between a real champ and the other players, let's say.
Yeah.
You start sweating, and whenever you're in position to win something, you start thinking too much. She's not. She's the machine.
Exactly. 4.04 average on this one. 8th hardest. Moving on to hole 8, par 3, 88 meters. Straight shot now. They changed this one, so it used to move more left to right. Now a straight shot will do it, but you do have to deal with the low ceiling. It's a downhill shot, so you got to get your angle control on, and you got to get the speed control as well. You don't want to blow past this one because there's some thick woods in there that'll make the comeback putt pretty tricky. But then you don't want to leave it short either, downhill putt. It's a one you want to get. It's averaging right at par, 3.00. So, interesting. Not an easy birdie, but one you certainly, want to get.
Always a deep breath right before the start of the run-up. I like it. Didn't work there, but...
That's a hard, bad kick right. That's not an easy place to get up and down from. That's kind of like the worst place to be without being OB, I guess. Kaidi looking real good.
I like this backhand play. That's straight. You don't even need any turn. You just look straight, and if you're comfortable with that kind of shot, you just go for that.
Yeah, you saw it faded a little bit, and it's still right there 5 meters from the basket, so that's kind of the way to play it if you got that touch.
Oh, yeah, Andrew is hungry, guys.
My stomach's rumbling a little bit. It's been a long day. I haven't had time to eat.
Yeah, but I don't understand when you do that. You need to eat.
Well, I had lunch.
Okay, nice. We'll do some super nice dinner after this.
Yeah, you've been taking good care of me.
Yeah,
always.
let's back to this golf. I'm sorry for that, guys.
That was a brilliant shot there as well. Right next to the pin.
Oh.
For Silva. Yeah. Iida a little high in the left.
And she's, she has those arms. Like, how do you call that? Like,
Gangly. Dangling. Dangling arms.
She starts to do that. It's not good. Come on, Iida.
The body language says a lot with her.
Yeah.
She's communicating a ton with the eyebrows, with the body. It's a lot of fun, very expressive.
And this one was gliding forever. Fortunately for Iida, there was a tree in the way. So it's still a C1 putt. Could have been worse.
Yep. So now Anneli's birdie streak will most likely end, and hopefully she can get him down for the par at least.
This approach was so clean.
Oh,
wow.
Man. Way out of position. Finds a way to put it right next to the basket. Relieve all the stress on the green. That's what you want to see. You make a bad shot, you bounce right back. It's a great one. Iida for the par.
Nice.
Yep. Excellent.
And that's where you see the future of this girl. She's not under pressure. Even if she's putting to save a par or whatever, I'm pretty sure in her head it doesn't matter. Execution is just a putt, another putt.
Yeah, she loves the game and she puts in the reps for sure.
And it's so easy to fall into the I'm putting for ego. Oh shit, I'm putting to save the par, and you think too much again. She's not.
You just putt to make it in the basket, right?
Exactly.
And that's what Kaidi's done, and she's got a turkey 3 in a row.
Yes.
Momentarily, 1 stroke behind our leader, Silva. Can she get back to 2? Yes, of course.
Yes, she won't miss that.
Nope. And there we are.
Okay, so still 2 strokes, but 4 down through 8 is pretty clean from Kaidi.
Very good. Very good pace.
And I just want to jump back onto what I was saying, about
Iida.
Not Iida, Anneli.
Oh,
on hole 1. She's there for a long time, and I feel like she's super consistent in the improvement.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 years ago, she was already a very nice player, but she's just improving, like always. Slow pace but consistent, and she impresses me this weekend. I'm super happy for her to be in the lead card and showing how good she is to the world.
Yeah, always improving, always playing well. Hole 9, par 4, uphill, 131 meters. You got to beat that big dead willow tree in the middle. And if you can get yourself around it or anywhere away from it, then you'll have a pretty good chance to approach the basket where there's a live willow tree on the left. That's the only main guardian.
I'd say that first shot is the most important. There is that tree on the right side that you need to avoid, but also fading too early and going on the left is obviously not good. There is an OB line also.
Yeah, and a few big pine trees there. So
exactly. You need to pierce that gap. And if you make it, you will be in position to attack the basket on the second shot. But the most crucial shot is off the tee.
Oh, and that's perfect for Silva. That's what you want. If you can get past that tree, you're in really good shape.
And a bit more left side also. The fairway is a very nice way to open the angle.
Yeah, if you're right, you're a little pinched.
Yes, exactly. You will need to go flex shot with an overstable disc or forehand.
It's turning too much.
The backhand roller is an amazing option, but we never see any FPO player using it. Unfortunately, I would love to.
That's true. So this one, 4.22 average, third hardest on the course, tied for third hardest. It's not a very long one. Yeah, I'm surprised to see that as well.
I don't know.
I mean,
The first shot is not easy, really not easy. You can catch those branches on the right side super easily, and even if you miss it, but too much right side, you will have a tight angle to attack the basket.
Yeah.
Not easy. Yeah. And then there is also for the FPO that garden on the left side. Also, you're usually stuck with that tree between you and the basket, and the branches are super low. So once you're there, it's super hard to attack on the putt. Exactly the same situation for Kaidi and Anneli.
But with the strength of the field these days, I would expect more birdies. We've only had 2 coming into this lead card, Hilde Guhorst and Elina Rudberg, getting the birdie. So shout out to them. Let's see if our lead card can add to that.
Again.
But that might not be a birdie. I mean, unless she can do something really spectacular. Something's a bit off with her.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say wrong, but it's not wrong. Exactly.
Yeah.
She's slightly off. Especially standstill. Oh, no. Off the tee, there was some problems also. We don't know.
Speaking of standstill, Silva does a nice one. Gets a little lucky to sneak through that guardian tree.
And I'm wondering,
she's on the good side of it. Yep.
Without the tree, I'm wondering if she wouldn't have been OB left side with a glide. I'm not sure.
That might have helped her.
What?
And again,
Is this late again? No.
a little short though.
Slightly short. Unfortunate for Iida. I was expecting her to park this, but it's not going to be.
And Kaidi's going to have to go down to a knee and get under this guardian tree. Can't even give it a run. Just tries to put it close, concede the par. And there she does, getting up. Anneli as well, just getting under the basket. Now Silva has an opportunity to extend her lead as we close out the front 9. And she drills it right in the heart. Birdie, 2 down for the round. Very nicely played. Now Iida. Oh, and chains out left side. Just a little low and left and scooped off the cage. She's looking quite dejected, and she was, I think, hoping to make a really big statement here and push for the winner, at least a podium place on the final round. And now she's slipping back a fair bit. That's going to be another bogey. Not the way she was hoping to end things here.
Yeah, +1 on the first 9 holes. Not perfect. Not too bad either. You know, she was obviously looking for better, but could have been worse. She missed a couple. Throwing is slightly off, as we were saying.
Mostly good on the putting green, but a couple misses. She was low on one, and that one.
So we have 3 strokes separating Silva and Kaidi. Anneli is still third without problem. Iida is still. So we have our lead card filling the first 4 spots still.
Yeah, and there's some people on the chase making good moves there. Jennifer Smiley, Cynthia, Katie all shooting 3 down. Iida and Nesse making moves as well. But all the focus and attention is on our lead card, for the win and the podium most likely. So stay tuned. Make sure you come on back for the back 9 to see the exciting conclusion of the Turku Open 2025. Can't wait to see you there. And do all the things you can to support us so we can help continue
bringing those coverages, those videos, guys. Thank you for the ones in the MDG family for sure. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for everything you do. We would not be here without everybody.
Yeah,
for sure.
We definitely appreciate it all, and we'll see you on the backside.
Back 9, baby.